Hello everybody, Perez Hilton here, joined by some very busy men. It's the Dobre brother, Dobre. It's not that even a hard name to pronounce. Dobre. Am I pronouncing it correctly?
Dobre. Yeah.
Dobre.
I think so, that might be right, yeah.
They're having a very busy summer. It's VidCon week. You guys are gonna be at VidCon?
Yep.
Do you have anything big? Is it just, are you doing your own event, or are you part of like a larger panel, or what's gonna be going on there?
I believe we have our own event. We have a lot of interviews as well there. We're going to be meeting a lot of new people, so it's our first time.
Exciting. Well, introduce yourselves in case anybody watching doesn't know who you are.
All right, I'm Darius.
I'm Marcus. Lucas.
I'm Cyrus.
And we are the Dobre brothers, and we do backflips.
Well, one of the reasons I wanted to meet with you guys is because, well, I like to think I'm pretty informed, and unless it went straight over my head, you know, I don't think you guys are awful. I don't think there's a lot of like really awful YouTubers out there, maybe that I would consider your peers. How have you managed to avoid awfulness?
Well, I think one of the biggest things that is like people who think that we are awful, we're not targeting that audience, you know? We have a voice, we're the face of the youth right now. We spread positivity because the younger kids, they're the next generation, you know?
Well, you're all really young yourselves too.
Yeah, I'm 23 years old. I'm about to be 24, and we just want to be a positive role model. So
that's what we do. Everything we do is for the future. Our messages to the future, positive messages to the future, anti-bullying, everything. And we're actually coming out with a new song soon about that. We're not going to say the name of the song yet, but coming out soon. So
I love. Another thing I love, you know, like. I saw a little bit of myself in you. Both of your parents are immigrants to this country, right?
Yep.
Has that influenced what you do or how you do your many jobs in any way?
We're more like diverse because of our culture. Yeah. We have a very diverse culture. You know, we come from different worlds. Both of our parents come from different worlds. So we can appeal to many different cultures and understand different cultures easier. That's for sure.
Are your parents, either of them, involved in like the whole operation?
Yeah, my mom's got more followers than me on TikTok. She's at like.
Your mom's on TikTok?
Yeah.
That used to be Musical.ly, and that's for like 12-year-olds. Yeah. What does she do on there?
She just dances around with her pet goat.
She's got a goat too?
A goat.
Actually, our parents ended up kicking everyone out because they were doing some crazy pranks in the house.
Yeah.
So.
They're doing some crazy pranks.
And your parents live in Florida now, or where do they live?
No, they live in Maryland.
Maryland.
Yeah,
They're just on vacation.
Yeah.
And were you guys in Maryland, or are you living here?
We live in Maryland.
You still live in Maryland?
Yeah.
Yep. We lived out here in West Hollywood for about a year, but we thought it was better for us to just be back on the East Coast because our resources are there, our family's there, and you know, we don't spend all day in traffic, so we can get our videos done quicker. And we post 5 days a week between two of our channels, so it's a lot, you know.
Well, and there's multiple channels. Like, you got married recently, right?
Yep.
This year?
Yep.
How old are you now?
I am 26. Actually got married last year, 2018 September.
Well, okay. Yeah. That's a little young. Were your parents supportive?
They were, yeah. They were really supportive.
How long had you been dating your girlfriend for?
So we met in August. Well, we started talking in August 2017, met in person September 2017. So.
Wait, how did you meet?
So we met online on social media.
Did you slide into her DMs?
Well, she was actually a fan of mine, and then
look at that,
big supporter. And so we just kicked it off, and you know, I took the risk to fly her out, and everything just we fell in love at first sight. So
I love it.
It's crazy.
Is it because I don't know for sure. You guys, I'm sure, have access to all your analytics or all that. Is the majority of your audience female, or is it like pretty split?
Majority's female, I think, right?
It's more females than male, yeah.
So they're going to be really excited to see you on tour this summer.
Yeah.
Has the tour kicked off already?
It has, yes.
But there's a lot more dates left.
Yep.
What can people expect if they go see you on the road?
So the theme of our tour is Dobre Olympics. So basically it's us four brothers competing against each other in different physical activities, whether it's, you know, I don't want to give it all away, but one of the events, for example, is like who's the strongest brother. So we each have 60 minutes to showcase our strengths, and they're not just like push-ups or V-ups or crunches. We do like a bunch of flips, acro, breakdancing, a lot
Because
of
your mom was a gymnast, Olympic gymnast, a really good one, right?
Yeah, my dad was too. Well.
Your dad was
Yeah.
also amazing. Were they ever like disappointed that you didn't follow in their footsteps?
I mean, I did. I followed in their footsteps. I did.
Did you were you really high end
NCAAs,
competitive?
Division I NCAA's for the University of Iowa. But I ended up getting my master's degree and then applying for a job as a business consultant. And then a year after, I got into YouTube with Lucas and Marcus. They actually started out first. And we started being in their videos. And then we were just like, let's create our own channel. And it just kicked off. It was crazy. Yeah.
And you guys started on Vine first. A lot of people did, and that doesn't even exist anymore.
Crazy.
But now a lot of people are starting on that. Maybe I should join that TikTok thing. I don't know. Does TikTok, are you all on there?
Yeah.
How many, do you have like, is that like, would you say your most engaged community right now? Or
I'd say YouTube.
YouTube.
YouTube is. What's the point of like an old person joining TikTok? I don't know. Your mom's doing it, but she's not trying to make money off of it or anything. She's just doing it for fun.
Yeah.
How many followers does she have on there?
She's like at 3 million, right?
3 million?
3 million.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Our mom, shout out to you, mom. Love you if you're watching this.
What, does she dance to like current music? Is that her thing?
She
And
does,
people
yeah.
like it?
She was dancing to a song by Tyga, and I was like, Mom, what are you doing? Like, are you listening to the lyrics of this song? But I love Tyga, so. But it was just a funny TikTok because it was her with her goat, fully grown horns, you know, loves to headbutt.
So you guys went from Vine, and then you guys were part of the Jake Paul crew for a while.
Yeah.
How long did that whole scenario last for?
It was about 1.5 years.
So a while.
Yeah.
Can we talk about that for a little bit? Did you guys have a lawyer at the time?
Yeah, we did.
You did. So you had a lawyer. Yeah, you were part of like a crew, but there was like a contract in place and all of that.
Yeah.
And then you left,
Yeah.
and now you're your own crew.
Yeah.
Have you thought about kind of copying that model and like creating your own Dobre crew with bringing in other people?
We kind of already faced that. Yeah, it's kind of that. Like.
Well,
right
your
now.
wife and you have a YouTube channel. You already have other people that you're doing that
No,
with?
just like family. Like.
It's like, yeah, it's really like family oriented kind of. Like my girlfriend, she's in our videos too. We prank her. Lucas's girlfriend, Cyrus's wife,
We have
and
many
then
Dobre brothers too.
I saw that.
Yeah.
So we bring people from here and there, and they participate here and there. No contracts, but they do volunteer to be in our videos. So it's kind of like that, freelance kind of.
That whole split, you know, you guys moved back. Do you keep in touch with Jake Paul?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
still really good friends.
You're still friends?
Yeah.
What do you think about the whole Tana and Jake thing? You think that's real?
I don't think so.
No?
We don't know.
what's real and what's not. But hey, if it is real and they're happy, like
That's all that matters.
props to them. That's all that matters. Happy.
It's really getting them a lot of attention.
Yeah.
Have you guys at this point, I would imagine you have you been approached about, you know, taking what you're doing on YouTube and doing like a reality TV show?
We've actually tried that out before. It was
But-
kind of difficult to be ourselves in that kind of reality show. Maybe in the future.
Because it's not really real.
Yeah, maybe in the future we will look into that and we'll be interested. But also with our schedules and how often we post, it will be really difficult. So we're waiting just for the right time for that. But,
5 days a week is a lot.
yeah.
But YouTube, I'm a little like just depressed with YouTube. You kind of have to be producing so much content because it's such a crowded space, and you don't even. Can we talk money for a second? Do you even make YouTube? Is that your primary source of income?
Yeah.
Because like a lot of YouTubers, even like I'd imagine like Tana Mongeau, YouTube probably isn't her primary source of income because she's very controversial, so she doesn't monetize as well. So YouTube is still going well for you. Do you have like a whole team behind it that says like, oh, this is the best time of the day, or you just do whatever you want,
We're our
really?
own bosses.
You're your own boss. But you guys have like a management team?
Yeah, we do have a manager. He's an awesome manager.
Is he based out of
Brian.
LA?
Yep.
We
Yep.
do still come back to LA here and there, you know, for business and stuff. So I mean, we still have our place here. It's kind of like our second, third home.
It's
here,
like home
so,
away
you know,
from home.
Yeah.
Well, you've done so much. Is there anything that you really want to do, like in the next 3 or 5 years? Have a baby, maybe. You could be it'll be a real family vlogger then.
Eventually, we're all gonna have kids, you know. So yeah.
That's the
our
future.
plans. And then even they'll be in our videos too, which
Yeah.
is really crazy to keep this legacy going.
Well, that's really
Yeah.
important. You know, I'm sure you guys probably know who Miranda Sings is. I was never a huge fan of Miranda Sings, but now that she's a mom and she's kind of evolved and grown. I'm so into the content she's making now. Well, because also I got 3 kids, so that's more.
Relate, right?
It's relatable
It's
to me
relatable
now.
to general audience.
Yeah,
So
so like, you know, as you continue to grow and evolve, I think that's what's really important, to just have that be reflected in what you're making, and not necessarily like following trends or chasing that. Do your parents still have a gymnastics school?
Yep.
Yeah.
What about franchising that? Having Dobre Gymnastics all over the
we
U.S.?
talked about that as well.
You
We've
have?
thought about it. We've thought about it. Yeah.
We also think about backup plans if one career doesn't work out. What backup plan are we going to have? So we're always ahead of the game.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Because the shelf life of an influencer, it's not that long. I mean, I look back at those MagCon kids. There was a lot of them on there, but really the only 2 that are still around are Shawn Mendes, and he hit really big, and then Cameron Dallas. But the other ones, I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't hear anything from them.
I think there's like also somewhat of a misconception because we do run into a lot of people that say like, oh, like YouTube doesn't last, and like, you know, but the way I look at it is like, if you're consistent, all the YouTubers that I've watched or I've known about when I was in elementary, middle, or high school, like for example, Jenna Marbles, you know, or even like PewDiePie, they've all stuck to a consistent posting schedule. You know, no drastic changes in their content, and they're killing it.
We haven't
you
missed
know?
a day. We haven't missed a day on posting.
Wow.
Other YouTubers, they'll take breaks or miss a day. We have never missed a day, so.
You don't have like burnout?
We do.
There's 4 of you though, so you don't always all have to be in one video either, so that's good.
Yeah.
You know, and there's
That's true.
many different things you guys can do.
Absolutely.
Well, you guys also release music. When is that new song coming out?
That new song should be released by the end of this month or the beginning of next month. So,
Excited. And a music video, I'm
music video
sure.
for sure. Yeah, positive messages as well. That's what we're known for. Just being the heroes for the youth and being role models, like Gary said.
And on your tour, I'm sure your fans get is it going to be kind of interactive
Oh,
as
yeah.
Oh,
well?
absolutely.
You bring the girls on stage?
Everyone can come on stage.
Everyone?
Make sure you have to come. You have to come.
I don't know if security will like hearing that.
You get your chance. You get your chance if you're lucky. So.
Well, you did a tour last year too.
Yeah.
Did you learn anything from that you applied to this go
What
round?
did you guys learn, Lucas, Marcus?
Just stay engaged with fans. That's really fun.
Because not everybody can even launch a tour. Like James Charles had to cancel his tour recently, so you guys did it last year. Did it well enough. You're doing it again. Is it bigger venues this time around?
It's the same venues, a lot of new people, but the difference between us and other people that might try tours, we're actual performers, you know? We perform music, we can dance, we're comedians, we do all this, so we can actually perform a show. So we just love performing. That's what we do on YouTube, that's what we do on shows, and that's our specialty, yeah.
And what are the people in your community in Maryland? How do they? Are you like huge superstars back home?
It's cool. It's like a family.
Can you go out and about and be normal people there?
Sometimes.
Yeah,
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah, it depends on the area, location. Yeah, I mean sometimes like I'll take my girl out to eat, and I'll get approached while I'm eating, which it's fine, but it does get a little difficult having private time. It does.
Good problems to have, though.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for coming. Make sure you're following them and their mom across social media. Make sure that you or your 15-year-old daughter go see them on tour. And if you like this video, hit the like button, leave a comment, follow, subscribe, share. You know the drill. Bye.
Yeah.